simplify.
And we are
going to simplify.
We are going to simplify root of 4 or square root of 4 plus k power 0. The square root of 4, we already know it as 2, but we can first prime factorize 4. By division, when I divide by 2, I get 2. When I divide by 2, I get 1. So it means 4 is the same as 2 times 2, or 2 power 2. Then here I will say the square root of 2 power 2 plus any number power 0 is 1. The square can cancel with the square root. Here I'm remaining with 2 plus 1, giving you the final answer as 3.
Number
2. To express 9 out of 11 as a recurring decimal. A recurring decimal can also be called a non-repeating decimal. I will just divide 9 by 11. When I divide 9 by 11, the answer is 0. When I multiply 0 times 11, I get 0. When I subtract, it is 9. I will introduce a decimal point even here, and I introduce a 0. Then this one becomes 90. 90 divided by 11, it is 8. 8 times 11 gives you 88. When I subtract, it is 2. Again, I put another 0 and I carry it downwards here. It becomes 20. Divide by 11, it is 1. 1 times 11 equals 11. When I subtract, I get 9. Again, I put a 0 here and I carry. So this will become 90. Divide by 11, it is 8. When I say 8 times 11, I get 88. When I subtract, it is 2. I can add another 0 perhaps, and I bring it here, and it is 20. 20 divided by 11, it is 1. 1 times 11 equals 11. When I subtract 2, it is 8. It is 9. When you keep on dividing, you discover that 9 and 2 are repeating themselves. And when you carry a 0, and the quotient is similar to the first you got. So since the question is to write as a recurring decimal is a repeating decimal where the digits repeat themselves. So we shall stop there, and we just conclude that therefore 9 out of 11 is written as 0.81. I can put 2 dots here, or I can just put a bar, or I can just put dots. But let me write like this, with the 3 dots to imply recurring. Number 3. Find the next number in the sequence. The first integer is -10, -7, -4, -1, dash. From -10 to get -7, if you critically analyze, you see that -10 plus 3, you get -7. And from -7 to -4, you add 3. Then even here, it is plus 3. It means that in the sequence, you keep on adding 3. So -1 plus 3 gives you +2. Therefore, the answer here is +2. The next number is work out the median of 8, 10, 4, 1, 6, and 8, and 9. Median is simply the middle number or data in ascending or descending order. So we can form our array by arranging either in ascending or descending order. Assuming we are arranging in ascending order, it will be 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, and finally 10. This one can go with the 10, the 4 with the 9, Now we are remaining with two numbers in the middle. We shall get their average. The median will be the average of the two numbers remaining is 6 now plus 8 out of 2, giving you 14 out of 2, which is equal to 7. By 2, 1, by 2, 7. Number 5, study the triangle below and find the value of P in degrees. The triangle is here and this side is P. This is the property shows you that all sides are equal and that is an equilateral triangle. It means that even the angles have to be equal. If this angle is P, this one is also P, this one is also P. I can put here P, even here P, and I say P plus P plus P equals the angle sum of a triangle, which is 180 degrees. So P plus P plus P is 3P, giving you 180 degrees. Out of 3, out of 3. By 3, 1, by 3, 1. P equals by 3, 1, by 3, 60. So the value of P is 60 degrees. Number 6. Number 6 says, work out 3 whole number 1 out of 2 divided by 1 whole number 3 out of 4. These are mixed numbers and it is division. We can first change them into improper fractions. To change mixed number into an improper fraction, it will be the denominator times the whole number plus numerator out of denominator. So this will be 2 times 3 plus 1 out of 2 divided by 4 times 1 plus 3 out of 4. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7 out of 2 divided by, this is now 7 out of 4. Now when dividing, we shall get the reciprocal of the last fraction and the sign changes to multiplication. So it will be 7 out of 2 times 4 out of 7. By 7, 1, by 7, 1, by 2, 1, by 2, 2. So it is 1 times 2 out of 1 times 1, which gives you 2 out of 1, and the final answer is 2. Number 7 says, write M, X, VI in Hindu Arabic numerals. M stands for 1000 in Hindu Arabic. Even another M is 1000. XX stands for 20. VI stands for 6. So this is 1000 plus 1000 plus 20 plus 6. So 1000 plus 1000 plus 20 plus 6. 0 plus 0 plus 6, it is 6. 0 plus 0 plus 2, it is 2. This is 0, this is 2. So the answer is 2026. Number 8. The question says, given that 1 Kenyan shilling costs Uganda shillings 36 and 1 US dollar costs Uganda shillings 3,672 and 1 US dollar costs M Kenyan shilling, find the value of M. In other words, the question is just simple, but they are just playing around with the mind. They just want you to convert 1 US dollar to Kenyan shilling. But according to the given exchange rates at that Forex Bureau, there is no rate showing the conversion of US dollars to Kenyan shilling. So we shall first convert the $1, which is already given. $1 costs Uganda shillings 3,672. So we shall just convert the Uganda shillings 3,672 to Kenyan shillings. So given the exchange rate, $1 costs Uganda shillings 3,672, and that same US dollar costs Kenyan shilling. So we shall just convert the Ugandan shillings 3,672 to Kenyan shilling. So it means your M is equal to the 3,672 Ugandan shillings out of Ugandan shillings 36, and now the units will be in Kenyan shilling. Ugandan shillings and Uganda shillings will cancel, and we can divide by 36 1 by 36 102. So your M equals 102 Kenyan shillings. So M equals Kenyan shillings 102. It was just a trick, but not so much. We are proceeding to number 9. Number 9 reads, work out 1101 base 2 plus 111 base 2. We shall just arrange vertically. That's 1101 base 2, then 111 base 2. We are adding. 1 plus 1 gives you 2, but we cannot write 2 in the binary system. So we shall divide by 2, and the answer is 1 remainder. Since we cannot write 2 in the binary system, we shall say 2 divided by 2, and it gives us 1 remainder 0. So we shall write the 0, and we regroup 1 to the next place value. So it will be 1 again plus 0 plus 1. It gives us 2. But we cannot write 2 in binary system. We shall again say 2 divided by 2, giving us 1 remainder 0. We shall still write the 0. So it is 0. Again we regroup 1. So the next will be 1 plus 1 plus 1, which gives us 3. But 3 cannot be written in binary. We shall again say 3 divided by 2. The answer is 1 remainder 1. We write the remainder. We again regroup 1. And it will be 1 plus 1, which gives us 2. But 2 cannot be written in binary system. So it will be again 2 divided by 2, giving us 1 remainder 0. We write 0 and we regroup 1. And this will be 1 plus 0, and it will be 1. We write base 2. Let us continue. Number 10. Number 10, the question reads, without dividing, show which of the numbers 323 and 7,371 is divisible by 3. That is divisibility test of 3, which states that a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is either a multiple of 3 or is divisible by 3. So let us begin testing. Beginning with 323, sum of the digits is 3. Sum of the digits is 3 plus 2 plus 3. This is 5 plus 3, which is 8. 8, we can say 8 is not a multiple of 3. So it means multiple of 3. It means that 323 is not divisible by 3. We test using the second number, which is 7,371. Sum equals 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 1, giving you 18. 18 is a multiple of 3. Therefore, 7,371 is divisible by 3. Number 11, it states that given that set B equals LETS G, or how many subsets are there in set B? There are two methods that can be employed here. The first one is the listing method, and the second one is use of the formula. But listing method may take a lot of time. Let's go direct to the formula. Number of subsets is given by the formula 2 power n, where n is the number of elements. Your n in this case, if we count the number of elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So this is now 2 power 6. 2 power 6, it means we are going to multiply 2 6 times. So it is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. If you critically see, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 times 2 is 4, giving you now 16 times 4, which is equal to 64 subsets. Number 12. Number 12 states or reads, write 9:30 p.m. in 24-hour clock system. Changing to 24-hour clock system and 12-hour clock system is just about handling AM and PM. If the hours given are between 7 to 12, 7 to 11, and it is PM, we just add 12. Like in this case, it is already PM, so we shall just add 12, and it will be 9:30 plus 12. When we add, it will be 30. This is 21, and the units will now change to hours. Number 13. Number 13 reads, using a ruler, a pencil, and a pair of compasses only, construct an angle of 150 degrees in a space below. To construct 150, you just know that the sister angle is 30 degrees. It means that we construct 30 degrees on one side and the remaining is 150. And to construct 30, we construct 60 and we bisect it. So since I don't have a pencil and a pair of compasses with me, I will just show the basics here. If I have my baseline here, and I can mark a certain point there. To construct 60, I can adjust my pair of compasses with a pencil to a reasonable radius, and I make an arc of that kind. With the same radius not adjusted, I come and stand at this point, I make the second arc. Since my interest is not 60, I will join this one with a dotted line. 60 is just going to help me to construct 150. But still, I don't want 60, I want 30. So I bisect 60. To bisect is to divide an angle into two equal parts. So I will adjust my pair of compasses and the pencil to a reasonable radius, maybe up to here. Then I stand at this point, I make an arc here. With the same radius, I also make an arc somewhere here. Then I can adjust or I maintain the same radius. I come and stand here, I make an arc, stand here, I also make an arc. Then I can join this one up to there. It means that this part is 30 degrees, meaning that the remaining part this way is 150 degrees. We are going forward to number 14. Number 14 says, work out 2 minus 15 mod 7. Yes, the question is 2 minus 15 mod 7. This is finite system or clock arithmetic. We can use either the dial method or the calculation method. But for the dial method, it can be a very big and a very disturbing diagram. So I'm going to use the calculation method. I just get the given number since it is smaller than the one we are subtracting from, and we add the mod. So it will be 2 plus 7 minus 15 mod 7. This is now 8 minus 15 mod 7. Still the number from which I'm subtracting is smaller, so I will again keep on adding the mod. So it is 8 plus 7 minus 15 mod 7. This is now 15 minus 15 mod 7, and the answer is 0 mod 7. Number 15. Number 15 says or reads, a pilot takes 7 hours to fly an aeroplane a distance of 28,000 kilometers. How long will he take to fly 64,000 kilometers? That is just a direct proportion. If 7 hours can fly a distance of 28,000 kilometers, how long can one use to cover 1 kilometer? So 1 hour, the pilot will take 1 hour takes now 28,000 kilometers out of 7, giving you now by 7 by 7 4,000 kilometers. So if the pilot covers 4,000 kilometers in 1 hour, so it means that they want us to find the time for 1,000 kilometers are covered in 1 hour. So it means that 64,000 kilometers are covered in, we shall get the distance given 64,000 kilometers out of 4,000 kilometers into brackets now hours. Kilometers and kilometers can cancel. A 0 cancels with a 0, a 0 cancels with a 0, a 0 cancels with a 0. By 4, 1, by 4, 16. By 4, 16. So the answer is 16 hours. So you can conclude and say the pilot will take 16 hours to fly a distance of 64,000 kilometers. Number 16. This is 49 times 39 into brackets plus 61 times 49 into brackets using distributive property. With distributive property, it only states that one number can be evenly or commonly distributed in a set of brackets performing operations. So we just factorize out the common number there, and we maintain the others and also maintaining the operation. Looking at both brackets, the common number is 49. So I will factorize it out. Then I maintain the bracket. In the first bracket, I'm remaining with 39. And the operation here is plus. And in the second bracket, I'm having 61. That will be now 49 into bracket 39 plus 61 is 100. There is a silent multiplication sign, so this will be 49 times 100, which is equal to 4,900. Number 17. What number has been standardized to give 9.2 exponent negative 2? This is a number which has been already written in standard or scientific notation, and they want us to calculate and go back to the number that was initially standardized to give this one. So this is 9.27 times exponent negative 2 is 1 out of 100. We can also change this one to a fraction, and it will be 927 out of 100 times 1 out of 100. Multiplying numerators and denominators alone, this will be 927 out of 10,000. A 0 and I move the decimal point, I cancel a 0, I move the decimal point, a 0, I move the decimal point, I cancel the last 0 and I move the decimal point. The answer will be now 0.0927 was the number that was initially standardized. 18, it is a bearing, and specifically a true bearing. Find the bearing of P from Q. So I'm having it from K. I'm having 2 points. I'm having point P and point K. This is north, this is north. This is point P, this is point K. And this angle alone here is 25 degrees, and point K is here. Under true bearing, angles are read from north clockwise. It means that standing at point K, I will have to move through this clockwise direction until I view point P. We can use two approaches. The first approach is the opposite bearing, or the approach of just moving directly here. But with opposite bearing, you have to know that they have only given you only this angle, yet angles are read from north clockwise, meaning that to get the total angle here, it is 90 plus 25 degrees, which is 115 degrees, such that you get 115 degrees plus 180 degrees as the opposite bearing states. Or we can just come here directly and say from here up to here it is 180 degrees, then from this part up to this part it is 90 degrees. Then we have to find this angle. When you look at this angle and this one, they are alternate angles. So if this one is 25 degrees, even this one is 25 degrees, meaning that this part is 25 degrees. So the bearing is now 180 degrees plus 90 degrees plus 25 degrees. So it is 270 degrees plus 25 degrees, giving you 295 degrees. Or with opposite bearing, you can just get the 90 degrees plus the 25 degrees, giving you 115 degrees. Is it 115 degrees? Yes, 115 degrees. Now with opposite bearing, it states that when the angle is smaller than 180 degrees, we get the given angle now 115 degrees plus 180 degrees. So this one will also give us 295 degrees. So composing it. Number 19. It reads, there are 2 more girls than boys in a class. If there are 50 pupils in a class, find the number of boys and girls in the class. But the question says there are 2 more girls than boys. First ask yourself, do you know the number of boys in that class? If no, that is the starting point. You let the number of boys in the class be X. So I can organize this one in a table manner. I say boys, girls, and the total. The boys X, there are 2 more girls than boys, so it is X plus 2, and the total is 50. So X plus 2 equals 50. I form that equation which I'm going to solve. X plus X is 2X plus 2, giving you 50. 2 will cross the other side by subtraction, so it is 2X plus 2 minus 2 equals 50 minus 2. 2X equals 50 minus 2 is 48. Out of 2, by 2, 1, by 2, 1. X equals by 2, 1, by 2, 24. So the question says find the number of boys and girls. So the boys, number of boys equals X, which is equal to 24. So girls, it is X plus 2. So it is 24 plus 2, giving you 26 girls. Let's proceed to number 20. It reads, in a box there are 7 red pens, 8 black pens and 5 blue pens. What is the probability of picking at random a blue and a black pen at once? Probability is equal to number of events over or out of number of sample space. The number of events it is the chance or the outcome to happen, that is picking a blue pen and a black pen. So I will get the number of blue pens, which is 5, plus number of black pens, which is 8. So it is now 5 plus 8, which is equal to 13. Then the number of sample space is the total of all the pens. So it is 7 plus 8 plus 5 gives me now 15 plus 5, which gives me now 20. So probability, which is equal to number of events out of sample space, is equal to now 13 out of 20. Section B, we are proceeding. Let us read through the question. It is a set. In a class, some pupils like mathematics in bracket M, others like science into bracket S, while others do not like any of the two subjects as shown in the diagram, on the Venn diagram. Study it carefully and answer the questions that follow. The Venn diagram has already been drawn for you, simplified, and from the Venn diagram, they just want you to find the value of A. Part A, Roman number 1, they want the value of P. But looking through our Venn diagram, when you look at the whole of this part here, it is equal to 24. So that is where we shall get the starting point. We add 8P plus 14 minus 3P must give us 24. Collecting like terms, it will be 80P minus 3P plus 14 equals 24. 80P minus 3P is 5P plus 14 equals 24. So 5P plus 14 minus 14 equals 24 minus 14. 5P for 24 minus, this is 0, 24 minus 14 is 10. So out of 5, by 5, 1, by 5, 1. P equals, by 5, 1, by 5, 2. So P equals 5. Roman number 2, we are going to find the value of K. Looking at our Venn diagram, we have now found P and they want K. The number of universal is 52, so we shall just add everything in the Venn diagram and we equate to the universal. So it is 4K plus 80P plus 14 minus 3P plus 4 must give you 52. But your P equals 2. So where there is a P, we shall substitute with 2. So 4K plus 8 times 2 plus 14 minus 3 times 2 plus 4 equals 52. So 4K plus 8 times 2 is 16 plus 14 minus 6 plus 4 equals 52. So 4K shall collect the like terms here, plus 16 plus 14 plus 4 minus 6 equals 52. 4K plus, this is 34 minus 6 equals 52. 4K plus 28 equals 52. 4K plus 28 minus 28 equals 52 minus 28. This is a 0. 4K equals 52 minus 28, that is 24. Out of 4, by 4, 1, by 4, 1. K equals, by 4, 1, by 4, 6. So your K equals 6.
Howard. Okay. Work out.
Part B, or the B part. Work out number of s minus m. Is it playing it? Work out number of s minus m. S minus m, it is simply s only. This part, only this part, which is now 14 minus 3p. But your p is 2. So it will be 14 minus 3 times 2. So it is 14 minus 6, giving you 8. Let us continue to number 22. Number 22 reads, the sum of 3 consecutive even numbers is 96 if the second number is a plus 3. Find the range of the 3 numbers. But we don't have the 3 numbers. We shall first find the 3 numbers before we find their range. But we have been given the second number. If I put this one in a table, the first number, the second number, the third number, and the sum. The sum is 96, and we have been given the second number as a plus 3. Even numbers increase in a pattern or in the order of 2. So if this is a plus 3, it means that here it was a plus 1, such that when I add 2, the next number it will be a plus 3. Then this one is a plus 5. When I add here 2, it is a plus 5. And I formulate the equation a plus 1 plus a plus 3 plus a plus 5 must give you 96. Collecting like terms, a plus a plus a plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 96. This is now 3a plus, that is 9, equals 96. 3a plus 9 minus 9 equals 96 minus 9. 3a equals, this is 87. Out of 3, out of 3. By 3, 1, by 3, 1. A equals by 3, 1, by 3, 29. So your A equals 29. But they have said find the range of the numbers. First find the numbers. The first number. First number equals a plus 1. Your a is 29 plus 1, which is 30. Second number equals a plus 3. Your a is 29 plus 3, which is now 32. Third number equals a plus 5, which is equal to 29 plus 5, giving you 34. When you look at all of those ones, they are even numbers, and when you add them, the sum is 96. But the question says find the range. Range is equal to the highest minus the lowest. The highest of the given numbers is 34 minus the lowest is 30. So our range equals 4. We proceed to number 23. It reads, pupils did a test and scored the following marks as shown in the table below. The marks and the number of pupils. 4 pupils scored 80, 3 scored 45, 6 pupils scored K marks, and 2 pupils scored 50. Part A, how many pupils did the test? The number of pupils who did the test is just the frequency or the number given here. So, to get the number of pupils who did the test, you just add, say 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 2. So this is 7 plus 8, giving you 15. Emphasize the units because the question says how many. It does not say find the number. We go to part B. Part B reads, if the mean mark scored was 61, find the value of K. But from the formula, mean or the sum of the given data out of the number of the given data, or the sum of marks out of the number of pupils gives you the mean. To get the sum of the data or sum of the marks, we get the number of pupils who scored a specific mark times that mark. So we continue to be 80 times 4 plus 45 times 3 plus K times 6 plus 50 times 2 out of number of data we have already got it as 15 equals the mean, which is 61. 80 times 4 is 320 plus this one is 135 plus K times 6 is 6K plus 100 out of 15 equals 61. We can multiply through by 15 on both sides by 15. By 15, 1, by 15, 1. So we are now having 320 plus 135, collecting like terms, plus 100 plus 6K equals 61 times 15 is 915. This one, when I add 320 plus 135 plus 100, it gives me 555 plus 6K equals 915. I subtract 555 on both sides. So 555 minus 555 plus 6K equals 915 minus 555. This is a 0. So now I'm remaining with 6K equals 360. Out of 6, out of 6. By 6, 1, by 6, 1. K equals by 6, 1, by 6, 60. The question was find the value of K. So K equals 60. Proceeding, number 24. The question is, a bus started its journey from town A at 7 a.m. and traveled at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour to reach town B at 9:30 a.m. It stopped at B for 30 minutes and then continued to C, covering a distance of 280 kilometers from B. The whole journey took 6 hours, but what distance did it cover from town A to town B? If I can have a simple sketch of the 3 towns here, this is town A, this is town B, and this is town C. The bus started from town A at 7 a.m. and it reached town B at 9:30 a.m. The speed was 80 kilometers per hour. Then from town B it rested for 30 minutes, resting time with 30 minutes, and it covered a distance from B to C is 280 kilometers. Total time for the whole journey is 6 hours. Now, part S says what distance did it cover from A to B? From here to here. Distance equals speed times time. We have the speed, which is 80 kilometers per hour. We are to find the time. Time, which is equal to the time it arrived at A minus the time it set off, to get the duration. That is 2 hours and 30 minutes. So time is equal to 2.5 hours. So it means distance equals 80 kilometers per hour. It is like out of 1 hour times when I convert this one to improper fraction, it is 5 out of 2 hours. Hours and hours can cancel. By 2, 1, by 2, 40. So distance equals 40 kilometers times 5. Distance equals 200 kilometers. Part B, it says calculate average speed for the whole journey. Average speed is equal to total distance covered out of total time taken. Total distance covered equals the distance from A to B, which is 200 kilometers, plus the distance from B to C, which is 280 kilometers. I add, that is 480 kilometers. Total time taken equals 60 hours. So average speed equals 480 kilometers out of 60 hours by 61 by 60, 80, giving you 80 kilometers per hour. The question reads, the Venn diagram below shows prime factors of k and prime factors of 24. Study it carefully and answer the questions that follow. That's the Venn diagram, and part A says find the value of k. Value of k is the whole of this one here. So factors of k, you have 2 subscript 1, 2 subscript 2, 2 subscript 3, and 2 subscript 4. So it means that your k equals 2 subscript 1 times 2 subscript 2 times 2 subscript 3 times 2 subscript 4. You cancel the subscripts and you multiply the numbers. So k equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. K equals 4 times 4. K equals 16. Part B says find the LCM of factors of k and factors of 24. Yeah. LCM equals product of union, whereby your union is 2 subscript 1, 2 subscript 2, 2 subscript 3, 2 subscript 4, and y. So we shall first have to find the value of y. But factors of 24 equals 2 subscript 1, 2 subscript 2, 2 subscript 3, and y. So 24 equals 2 subscript 1 times 2 subscript 2 times 2 subscript 3 times y. We cancel the subscripts. So your 24 equals 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 times y. 8y equals 24. Out of 8, by 8, 1 by 8, 1. Y equals by 8, 1 by 8, 3. So your y equals 3. So it means that our product of union, which is the LCM, equals 2 subscript 1 times 2 subscript 2 times 2 subscript 3 times 2 subscript 4 times 3 subscript 1. We cancel the subscripts and we multiply the numbers. So it is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So this is 4 times 4 times 3, giving you 16 times 3, and your LCM equals 48. So